When I was in school, I had this one friend that was obsessed with learning English, but she would struggle so much with comprehension. She would struggle so much with understanding, and she was always studying grammar, and she would get the best marks in these, fill in the gaps kind of exercises. And she would know the grammar like by heart. She was so good at grammar, but then she could not pass listening exercises. She would struggle so much, and she would get so nervous whenever the teacher said that, today we're going to do this listening activity. She felt that the problem was her. She felt that there was something wrong with her and that she just was not good at it, and that she would never be able to understand, and that this anxiety of someone telling you something, you listening to something and not understanding it, she thought that this would never go away, and this made her feel so bad. That person was me. I was that girl. And today I'm making this video because I know that that girl was not only me. And I know that there are so many language learners out there that struggle with listening. And first of all, I just want you to know that you're not alone. And to prove you this, I'm actually going to show you something that I was so embarrassed about in the past. I used to fail listenings, like always. I would get so anxious. It got to a point that I was listening to the audio and I would just switch off because I had this negative self talk of, yeah, don't even bother because you're gonna fail again because you're not good enough. And it was awful. I don't want this for anyone. It's such a bad feeling, and I vividly remember it, and that's why I can connect with you and I can really understand your struggles, because I was that person as well. When the teacher gave me this listening exercise, I was like, I felt so happy because I would always failed, and then this one I got nearly a 9 out of 10. But then as soon as we started correcting as a class, I realized that was not my mark and that the teacher had actually made a mistake. And so I just wanted to cry so badly. I'm very sensitive as well, so it makes sense to me that I wanted to cry. I just wanted to cry so bad. I just walked to the teacher and I just asked her, like, can I talk to you for a second? And I explained to her, look, I don't think this is my mark. And she thought that I was so humble that I did that she gave me a 5 and that I did not fail that listening. It just didn't feel right to me that I was so obsessed with English, but I would not pass these tests, that I would struggle so much with listening. And she thought that, yeah, I was humble and it shows integrity, but for me, it just felt that was not right because the English was very important to me. And getting a mark that was not real was just another reminder of you're not good enough. You should give your energy to something else because this is clearly not for you. And so I just wanted to make this video to tell you that if you are currently struggling with listening, it is okay. I just want you to keep practicing, keep listening, take every opportunity that comes your way. Listen to podcasts, listen to audiobooks, listen to native speakers, follow people on social media. Everything will add up. And I promise you that one day you will look back and you will be so grateful that you didn't give up. If someone ever makes you feel bad because maybe you didn't understand clearly, maybe you've been studying the language for a while and someone makes you feel bad, they make a comment, and just don't take it personally, because really a lot of people, what they do is they project their insecurities. So if they think that it's difficult and that they could not do it, if you are trying to do that, they will probably project that into you. So if you make a mistake, if you don't quite understand a native speaker, is completely okay. And do not give that the power of telling you your self-worth, and do not give it the power of defining your language experience. Obviously, when you start and when you're a beginner, you are going to struggle so much. But even when you get to intermediate, there are going to be times that maybe you're going to struggle with understanding, and that's okay. And that's something you just have to live with and accept it. And I promise you that it will get easier. You just need to practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. It really does. And so let me know if you'd like to see maybe a video, some suggestions of how to practice listening, maybe podcast recommendations. Obviously, it really depends on where you are at in terms of your language journey, because that's very important to me. I don't want to recommend something that maybe you will not enjoy, or maybe that you will find too difficult. I will say though that it's always better to work with materials that are a bit more difficult, that are a bit more challenging, and that are a bit higher to your current level, just so you get that challenge. It is better, but obviously you don't want to listen to something that is very, very difficult, because you'll get demotivated very, very quickly. So let me know in the comments what languages you're learning, if you're learning English or if you're learning other languages as well. And also tell me your current level. That's very important for me, so I can see where you're at and I can really help you.